Hey, let's see what you got.
Okay, so I was thinking that because Rick and Morty did some really weird, like incest promoting, bizarre, crazy feminist bullshit, where uh, whatever her name is, Summer or something, like Les is out with her mom. I can't believe that I'm saying that. I can't believe it. So
Blowing my mind.
So what I was thinking is we would have an episode where to fix all of that, and it's just one episode. The Council of Dicks. You know, like what happens is that there's this giant meeting of the dykey lesbians that are all going to try to touch inappropriately all these supermodels, is what Ammon said.
Yeah.
At an event, and so Rick and Morty, it's Rick's, that they're his greatest adversaries because they're these dykes that are too strong to beat up. So he goes to the Council of Dicks, and they're like a bunch of penises wearing fancy robes, but not hideous, like high quality penises, and some of them are animal penises. And the joke here is that the Council of Dicks gives them whatever it was. What did you say? 15 minutes of animal strength or something, like straight from the testosterone from the testes, type of energy.
No, I said only 5 minutes.
Oh, only 5.
So,
damn.
Then they immediately spend so much time arguing, like you all guys all heard spying in the kitchen on that phone, that then by the time he's actually turning into a giraffe because of the Council of Dicks. And they just want him to be manly. So then he just turns into a giraffe with super thrusters. And then he's spinning around that video game.
Oh, the Super Goat video game?
No. The Madagascar video game.
Oh, okay.
Where you're like a helicopter with your legs. Yeah, it's like that. What's that anime where she's got rocket boost kick? There's some anime anyways.
I don't know.
Well, it's like that, but he's like a sexy giraffe and he's all majestic, and all the supermodels are all skinny with long necks. They're all like, "Oh my god, he's magnificent," as he's beating up all these alien lesbo dyke biker bimbos,
Yeah, the joke is that they made they gave them secret ray gun wavelengths to change their brain state so that they would make out with each other. So then they're beating them up, and as Ammon said, the conversation is Morty, I got gorilla strength. What did you get, Morty? What's your special power, Morty? And then he's all like, "Oh, Rick, man, I got giraffe strength." And then he's all like, "Morty, that doesn't sound all that useful. I mean, what can you really do?" And then Morty's like, "Well, I can kick him." And then he's all like, "You got with those little stubby legs, with those little
2
midget
feet
legs
off the ground? That's the only way you're gonna be useful."
Yeah, and then he's all like, "Well, like you said,
Yeah.
Can you fashion me like a jetpack or something? Like what are we doing here? Like what? Like there's no science." And he's like, "Morty, I didn't come prepared with a jetpack. What the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?"
then he says, "I'm not Tony Stark. I don't just come with a whole grab bag of infinitely useful transforming abilities. Who do you think I am here?" And then immediately he's like, "But then again, I could just, retrofit the thrusters on our car real quick." And then immediately, his car, goes, off in the parking lot and, rips to pieces as all the thrusters, Tony Stark style, come flying at the giraffe as he's, running from terror from those at the, dyke aliens at high speed. So then, as he meets them, they're scared because, he's so fucking reckless, and they don't know what's up, even though they got, their spinny chains that, got, glow to them, they're gonna, wrap around his legs, fry him out instantly.
But instead he's rocketing while screaming with them attached to his limbs as he
He
kicks
comes
them all in
close.
the face.
That's what I was gonna say, as he comes in close. They go to, one of them goes bolo throwing at his legs, and then the rocket's all attached, and he goes into, Keanu Reeves Matrix mode. And he's bouncing off of the walls of like the alleyway, you know.
Beating them all to death, exactly. And
Yes.
then like into the building, you know, flying around.
Because, yeah, it's like a whole, you know, expo area near New York, you know,
Yeah.
Central Park, off into like some buildings on the side, you know.
Yeah, and then by the time Rick gets there, they're all dead, and then Morty's laying there with all of his bones cracked, you know. As he's like, I think I'm dead.
And all of his beauty models are all cradling him, you know,
Yeah.
and weeping over his broken form. But then he instantly, you know, gets sucked back to normal because his time with the Council of Dicks is up, you know.
Yeah, so, but like I repeat, he's all like Rick as he walks up. He's like, I think I'm dead. And he's like, he's like, Morty, if you were dead, we wouldn't be talking right now, Morty. And he's like, nah, and he like, you know, puts on some glasses and he's like, nah, just 98% of your bones are fractured, nah.
But luckily, when you return to normal, all those fractures are only like 0.001% of your overall bone mass, Morty. So when your bones shrink back down, those cracks will be so infinitesimal they won't bother you for maybe decades, maybe till you're an old man, Morty.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah, then they're sitting there, you know, waiting to get picked up, you know, in the minivan by the sister, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everything's destroyed, you know. I don't know. As she just says, typical, you know, you can't even, like... You can't even get near supermodels without destroying the entire, experience for everyone else. Do you know how selfish you guys are? Perfect episode.
It fixes everything.
As then, like, in the back seat, there's like a supermodel sitting next to Morty for no reason. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because he's still so sexy.
He's
I don't
still
know.
so sexy, yeah.
And then Morty's like, damn it, all I did is do nothing with my gorilla strength.
Yeah,
I mean, Rick, you know, Rick.
Yeah. He just bounded around like a moron, smashing all the cars.
Yeah.